Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're getting rid of another car. My grandpa's brother actually has Fridays off. That's probably him I hear coming down the road. But he has Fridays off, so we're gonna haul this car off today. But first things first, I'm gonna get some tools out here. Take anything that we bought out of the car. And another thing is pull everything off these. Pull the wheels off. Pull the lug nuts off. Except for probably one or two, and then we'll take those off when we get down there. But we're taking this to the scrapyard. So I figured these wheels and tires are pretty nice. So we'll take those off, keep them here, and either sell them or we'll throw them on my grandpa's Mustang, the 69 in here, as some like roll around wheels. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna get started doing. Pull the hubcaps off, figure out what size socket I need, and like I said, we'll pull most of the lug nuts off of them. That way, when we get it on the trailer, we can either go ahead and completely pull them off, or when we get down to the scrapyard. Yeah, this is the main point of pulling those off of that car. You can see we put two of the wheels off of the 95 GT that I had. When we hauled it off, I kept some of the wheels. But the other ones on here, they go flat too. So figured we'll pull those off. Those got pretty nice tires on them. We'll throw those on there as rollers. And if you're wondering about this piece of junk, it's broke again. So yesterday I put plugs in it, or my grandpa did put plugs and wires on it. Fuel filter, oil change, fuel regulator, and it was running lean. Now it's running rich. So we think, after looking at the scanner and stuff, it's the fuel system's in open loop because it's not reading temperature right. So I'm gonna get a new thermostat for this, and I'm gonna try a coolant temp sensor. That way it knows what temperature it's at, because with the system in open loop, it just kind of dumps fuel to warm the car up. When it's cooler, you get a bit of a high idle with everything. So I think that's our issue with that. But like I said, I'm gonna grab some stuff and see what we can get to on that car. Alright, so figured I'd take 6.0 here. We'll pull this thing up here in the shade, but figured we'd pull it up here too on level ground, make life a little bit easier. Alright guys, so get the car pulled up here with the 6.0. Pop the hubcaps off, two different size lug nuts. So that's nice. But anyway, we're gonna wait for Wayne. Wait for him to get here, and then we'll see what he wants to do about pulling these off. But I figured pulling the car up here in the shade wasn't a bad idea. So I guess we'll wait for him, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so while I'm waiting for him, I figured I would kind of explain why it is that this thing is going to the scrapyard. So as y'all can see, I pulled the headlights out of it, pulled some other parts of it, parted it out for a little while. I didn't sell a whole lot of parts, but parted it out a little bit. Sold the headlights, sold the fender, sold that window, the trunk lid, the gas tank, stuff like that. A few things people wanted. But the thing with this car, so I bought this car wrecked. Wasn't wrecked very badly. The biggest damage was it busted this headlight, knocked the lens off that corner light, and it cracked the hood and blew the airbags. That's it. So fixing the car wouldn't have been bad. Kind of overpaid for the car, just because I wanted a convertible. But kind of overpaid for the car. Paid like $780 or something like that for the thing after Copart fees and stuff. Bought parts for it. It's probably about another $500 to $800 if I remember right, and then paint and whatever else. So really, if would have fixed it and sold it, because I was going to sell it anyway, because I don't like these cars. They're too small for me. I don't like them. But if would have fixed the car, the cosmetics, and sold it, it probably would have broke even, right? After doing a bunch of work. Now, here's another issue with this car. It needs a new battery because it's been sitting. And then, if you notice there on that coolant tank, that's rusty water. I'm thinking this car has a blowout head gasket, and it has run hot way too many times. And at idle, in gear, it drops oil pressure. So, to fix that correctly, I'd take the motor out, rebuild it, all this stuff. And, this is not the car for that. Because at the end of the day, you spend, $1,500 to have somebody go through the motor, rebuild it, all new gaskets, bearings, oil pump, all this stuff. And then you spend about the same amount of money to get the outside of the car looking right. So then with the purchase price of the car, you're almost $4,000 into a $1,500 Mustang. So, and a whole lot of work on top of that. So parted it out, didn't make hardly any money there. Taking it up here to scrap, we might get half of what we paid for the car, but that's okay because we're not wasting a bunch of time on it. It's one of them deals, just cut our losses, move on. Now, like I said, I'm going to keep these wheels and tires. Those are probably a couple $100 to sell those. I still have the airbags. I still have the paint. I still have a few other things from this car that we can sell, whatnot. So, not too worried about it. Again, just kind of cut my losses, be done with the thing. And then we'll probably take the money from this and do something cool with 300 up there. It's one of the things, don't really need the money from this, but I don't want it just sitting here. So, that's why it kind of took so long. But I get to a point where I just don't want to mess with stuff. And this is it. So, again, the 300 kind of replaced the red Mustang, if y'all remember that one. And after buying the 300, I realized how tiny these cars are and how fun those are. So, figured I'd get rid of these. Y'all know we parted out the red one, the 95 GT. Parted it out. And then sold it for scrap. The black Mustang, we sold it to a guy who needed it for the quarter panels in Conway. And then this one, we're just going to scrap this one. So, anyway, like I said, I just thought I would kind of explain that a little bit for those of you who may be confused. And, also another thing, if you go through all the work, you fix this thing up, for one, it's still a $1,500 Mustang, and two, it's a salvage title car. So, that's kind of a double whammy there. But anyway, like I said, just figured while I'm waiting for him, I would explain that a bit and kind of a little bit of logic to it. All right, guys, got the car loaded up. I'm gonna check the air in the tires on the trailer and head that way. All right, guys, so there goes Wayne. Get the tires back here, pull them off at the place. Oh, that was a trip. Wayne ended up, cause I had him drive, cause it is his trailer. And we got there. He went ahead and unstrapped the car before we pulled up on the ramp to weigh. The car rolled right off the back of the trailer. Got stuck on the trailer. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. So I'm gonna go up to the house here, and I reckon that'll probably be it for today. All right, guys. So here we are, back home. Everything's good to go. So I'm gonna probably just cut the video here, end it out, and go in, get something to eat. It was 2:30. I haven't eaten anything today or drinking anything today. Drank anything today, I guess. I carried that bottle of water around this morning. Ended up left it in the car. Didn't drink any of it. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So Mustang's gone. Made some more room. Cleared out another useless project that's not going anywhere. So trying to clean up. As you can see, we did move the trailer a couple videos ago. Got it moved. Got a bunch of stuff moved back down there. So trying to clean up again. Trying to make room for new stuff. So anyway, guys, that's probably going to be a wrap for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please drop a like and comment down below. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope y'all have a great day.